On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Subtraction.
The process or action of removing one number from another, the mathematical operation of finding the difference between two numbers or quantities.
Examples:
Subtraction equation. Double-digit subtraction. The subtraction of expenses from revenue resulted in a net profit for the company.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Geometry.
The area of pure mathematics that deals with the points, lines, curves, and surfaces.
Examples:
Euclidean geometry, spherical geometry. The mathematician pioneered fractal geometry.
Algebra.
A type of mathematics in which signs and letters represent numbers.
Examples:
Algebra calculation. Strong in algebra. His classmates were laboring with advanced algebra.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
A nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Knot.
A tight interlacing of something such as rope or thread.
Examples:
A hard knot. A knot of people. The Boy Scout showed us how to tie a knot that wouldn't come undone.
Outright.
Completely, completely and without reservation, without any attempt at concealment.
Examples:
Impose an outright ban. Outright lie. He made an outright donation of $1,000 to the charity.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources, such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples:
Choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples:
a magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples:
recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
a straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Rotate.
To turn around a central point or axis, to move in a circular path around something.
Examples:
rotate crops. Rotate about the origin. The Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
a preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly, noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Parabola.
A symmetrical curve formed by the intersection of a cone with a plane parallel to its side. Of mathematics, a curve described by a quadratic equation, a type of polynomial equation of the second degree denoted as x, 2 plus bx plus c equals 0.
Examples:
parabola shape. Parabola equation. The trajectory of the cannonball followed a parabola in the air.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions, by connecting them with the equals sign.
Examples:
The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Analogy.
A comparison between similar things that have similar aspects, often used to help explain a principle or concept.
Examples:
Draw analogy. Historical analogy. Some kinds of machine learning models show an analogy to how people learn.
Digit.
One of the elements that collectively form a system of numeration, a finger, thumb, or toe.
Examples:
Digit identifier. The digit in the hundreds place. We must enter a 6-digit number to unlock the safe.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only 2 digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
A binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which 2 stars revolve around each other.
Simplify.
To make something more straightforward, more understandable, or easier to do.
Examples:
Simplify my life. Simplify the process. Please simplify your explanation for the children.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Relation.
The way 2 persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Deliberately.
Done in an intentional or slow and careful manner.
Examples:
Deliberately amateurish. Commit a crime deliberately. He deliberately misleads others.
Grid.
A pattern of regularly spaced horizontal and vertical lines, a system of high-tension cables by which electrical power is distributed throughout a region.
Examples:
A grid design. A wire grid. Grid pattern roads often appear in urban areas.
Rectangle.
A four-sided geometric shape with four right angles, where opposite sides are parallel and of equal length.
Examples:
Orthogonal rectangle. Rectangle box. The living room had a rectangle-shaped coffee table in the center of it.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Beep.
To make a short, high-pitched sound, typically as a signal or warning.
Examples:
Beep out a warning. Beep the horn. The timer beeped, reminding me that the cake was ready to come out of the oven.
Octave.
A musical interval encompassing 8 diatonic scale degrees, such as the interval from C to the next C in a C major scale.
Examples:
Octave key. Octave range. The singer's range was impressive, covering 3 octaves with ease.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Drumbeat.
A regular, steady beat or rhythm, often used to accompany music or to mark the passage of time.
Examples:
Steady drumbeat. Thundering drumbeat. The ceremonial drumbeat echoed through the temple during the ritual.
Clank.
To produce a loud, echoing, metallic sound, often caused by the collision of metal objects or machinery. To move or operate with a heavy, clanging sound. Noun, a sharp, metallic sound that is typically produced when two hard objects strike or collide with each other.
Examples:
Clank my spoon against the glass. Clank of metal. He dropped the empty can, and it clanked loudly as it hit the garage's concrete floor.
Hi-hat.
A percussion instrument consisting of a pair of small cymbals mounted on a stand, which is played by striking the cymbals together using a foot pedal, commonly used in various forms of music, particularly in drum set configurations.
Examples:
Hi-hat pedal. Rhythmic hi-hat. The drummer showcased his skills on the hi-hat during the jazz performance.
Cymbal.
A musical instrument consisting of a concave round metal plate that produces a ringing or clashing sound when struck, typically by a drumstick or another cymbal.
Examples:
Loud cymbal, hi-hat cymbal. The drummer played a loud crash on the cymbal to end the song.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd, dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Undervalue.
To assign too low a value to something.
Examples:
Undervalue his contribution. Undervalue the potential. He undervalued the importance of teamwork and struggled to succeed.
Sphere.
A round object or geometric shape that is three-dimensional and symmetrical around a central point, a particular aspect or scope of life or activity.
Examples:
Sphere of influence. Business sphere. The sphere of the Earth is divided into several layers, including the crust, mantle, and core.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
Volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Cylinder.
A solid or hollow geometric figure with two round ends and long straight sides, or an object shaped like this.
Examples:
A 6-cylinder engine. A ventilation cylinder. The gas was trapped inside the cylinders under high pressure.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples:
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Triangle.
A three-sided polygon with three angles, something that has three sides or parts.
Examples:
Triangle shape. Love triangle. The Pythagorean theorem is used to calculate the length of the sides of a right triangle.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. the crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Octahedron.
A geometrical solid or three-dimensional shape with 8 equally sized and shaped sides, each forming an equilateral triangle.
Examples:
Octahedron crystal. Interconnected octahedrons. The building's design featured an octahedron-shaped atrium.
Platonic.
Of relationship or emotion, friendly or affectionate but not sexual.
Examples:
Platonic relationship. Platonic love. His relationship with her was completely platonic.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Axe.
A tool with a metal blade that is usually attached to a wooden handle and is used for chopping wood or other materials.
Examples:
Chop wood with an axe. An axe in the toolbox. He used an axe to chop the firewood for the campfire.
Axis.
A real or imaginary straight line through a body or figure around which the object turns, a group of countries in special alliance.
Examples:
Vertical axis. A coordinate axis. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 66.5 degrees to the ecliptic plane.
Spin.
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Shore.
The land along the edge of a sea, lake, broad river, or other large body of water. Verb, to support by placing against something solid or rigid.
Examples:
A sandy shore. Shore up demand. The waves are beating against the shore.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Requirement.
Something that is needed or wanted.
Examples:
Meet requirement. School requirement. What is the entry requirement for this course?
Imaginative.
Having or showing new and creative ideas.
Examples:
Capable of imaginative creation. Imaginative as a child. She is a hard worker, but not very imaginative.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Flexible.
Able to change or be changed to suit new conditions or situations, able to bend easily.
Examples:
Flexible schedules. A flexible wire. You can be more flexible and creative in your approach.